Hello everybody, Dylan here. Now today we are going to be doing a Sonic theory. Today's Sonic theory, we are going to be answering the age-old question of how old are the classic Sonic characters and what is the age difference between the classic characters and the modern characters. If you're interested to find out what the answer to this question is, then stay tuned today on DHT. Now, I know what you're thinking. Yes, I did this theory 2 years ago, and yes, that theory failed epically. The reason why it failed is I was guessing what ages the characters were, and I was trying to guess how long it would take in between games for these characters to age. And really, I shouldn't have done that. You should always stick to the canon in these theories. When you just start improvising, it becomes more a fan fiction and less of a theory. I'm not going to be doing that this time. This time we are sticking strictly to the game's canon, meaning that I will be guessing on nothing. Now, one thing I want to confirm right away is, does time pass in the Sonic the Hedgehog universe? I would say yes. Now, some people would be confused by this because in Sonic Forces, everyone starts calling classic Sonic, who is Sonic from the past, a Sonic from another dimension. Tails calls him this.
Sonic? You're alive! Wait, what? Oh, you're that Sonic from another dimension, aren't you?
And Eggman calls him this.
You've got a lot of nerve for a fight-time Sonic from another dimension.
And I think I actually have an explanation for this. It's an explanation that I gave before. He is Sonic from the past, but because Sonic interfered with the past, that Sonic now knows his future. So chances are, him knowing his future has created a different set of events, and because the modern Sonic didn't just disappear or alter, that means that it possibly created a split timeline. And just like in Dragon Ball Z, split timelines can be called other dimensions or other universes, whatever you want to call it. So I'm fully convinced that when they say Sonic from another dimension, it's just a way to simplify time travel and split timelines. And I'm 100% convinced that this is the case because in Forces, modern Sonic references generations.
It's been generations since I seen you.
Meaning that Generations is still canon. And in Generations, Tails says that they were traveling through time and space.
I can't believe there's two of me.
I think I figured it out. Yeah, me too. Doubles of us? Places and enemies from our past? We're traveling through time and space!
If it was other dimensions, Tails would have specified that. Instead, he said time and space. Not to mention, Tails clearly has memories of what happened to him in Chemical Plant Zone, which was Sonic the Hedgehog 2, meaning that he remembers memories from his classic self.
Sonic!
Tails!
This chemical plant feels familiar. I'd never forget a smell like this. And that pink water makes me really nervous for some reason.
This proves 100% that the past did happen and that the modern characters are older versions of the younger characters. Sonic even says, "Your future is gonna be great" to classic Sonic.
Hey, Sonic! Enjoy your future! It's gonna be great!
Meaning that he knows that time does pass and he knows that this is a younger version of himself. It's also shown at the end of the game that Eggman shares memories with Robotnik too, and what is Eggman's past is definitely gonna be Robotnik's future.
Let me just say that this was a brilliant plan that you came up with. Don't get too self-righteous. It'll be your plan pretty soon. I'm gonna dedicate the rest of my life to forgetting it. I heard that! Do we ever win? That depends on your definition of win. Beating Sonic? Oh, well then no. That doesn't give me much hope. Maybe I'll go back and get my teaching degree. That's not a bad idea. I've always enjoyed telling people what to do.
I really doubt that they would put in all these callback lines and all of these references to the past, and specifically say past, if the game itself wasn't about time travel. We know that Generations is canon, and we know Generations involves time travel, and we know in Generations that everyone is calling that younger Sonic. They're calling that younger Robotnik. They all know who each other are, and they all know that they are from the past and the future. So now, since I've basically summed over Generations and Forces, and I've confirmed 100% that time does work in the Sonic universe and characters have age, you're probably wondering, how am I gonna prove what their ages are? Am I gonna guess again? No, I'm not. I actually have a 100% way to see how old all the characters are in the past games, and the key to finding out is actually a character you wouldn't expect. So not to tease you any further, I'm just gonna tell you straight away how I know this. In Sonic the Hedgehog, one character mysteriously aged for no reason in particular. That character is Amy Rose. When Amy Rose was introduced to the game franchise, she was 8 years old. Amy Rose in her debut game was 8. But then, in Sonic Adventure, Amy mysteriously became 12 years old. Now, at the time, we just assumed that this is a retcon and that we should just consider her 12 years old from now on. But in reality, this proves that there was a 4-year difference between the classic games and the modern games. Meaning that if we take the age difference that Amy has from her past counterpart, we can add that to all the Sonic characters to find out the ages of their past counterparts. So now we're going to take the canon age of Sonic the Hedgehog, which is 15, minus 4, and he is 11. We take the canon age of Tails, minus 4, and now he becomes 4 years old because he's 8 in the modern games. We take the canon age of Knuckles, who is 16, and he now becomes 12. And if we really want to throw in a few more characters, we could throw in Ray and Mighty. Now Mighty has a set age. That age is 17. So we can turn him into 13 in the classic games, meaning in Mania Plus he would be 13 years old. Ray's age is actually unknown, and the only proof that we have is the comics, so you can either consider this part of the theory or not, because canonically Ray doesn't have an age. But in the comics it says that he's 10 years old, meaning that in Mania Plus Ray would be 6. That's where my theory went wrong before. I didn't focus in on Amy Rose. I didn't focus in on her age mysteriously changing. I just ignored that and I started trying to guess what their ages were. And that's the mistake everyone has been making. There was always a canon way to figure out how old the classic characters are, and that's of an age difference of 4. You can do this with any character that has a canon age in Sonic the Hedgehog in the modern games, and you can figure out what age their classic selves would be. Now, am I saying that this is 100% canon and this should be the facts from now on? No. According to Sega, Sonic the Hedgehog has always been 15. Classic Sonic is 15 and modern Sonic is 15. Those are the facts. My theory is here so you can have your own headcanon and you can take this info and apply it to your headcanon so you can know what age classic Sonic should be. Don't ever take the things that I say as canon because they're just theories. If they're 100% fact, I'll point it out. If anything I say in these videos are 100% fact, I'll point it out. You shouldn't consider theory videos to be quote-unquote canon, because at the end of the day, only Sega can confirm the canon, not somebody on the internet. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did like this video, hit the like button. If you really like it, then share it. And if you want to see more content like this, then subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and bye.
Okay, whatever you are. If you want to avoid an embarrassing beatdown, you better give up now.
You're not in a position to demand anything, you nasty little pincushion.
Eggman! But how?
He had a little help.
Dr. Robotnik!
Nobody calls me that anymore. If you would be so kind as to explain, Gentleman Genius Dr. Eggman from the future.